Okay, this is going to be a super quick video on how to take derivatives of exponential functions with a base other than e. So we have a base b there. We've already done a video on how to take them when they're e to a power. Let's look at this formula. This is going to be derivative, and we're going to have a number here. So we're going to have a number as our base, and then in our power, where f of x is here, we're going to have something with a variable in it. And when we take the derivative of that, notice that everything stays the same. So we've written here b to the power of f of x, which is exactly what you see here. Then we're going to multiply that by the natural log of whatever b was, the natural log of the base, and we have to multiply by the derivative of the power, which is very similar to how we take derivatives with the base of e. You could actually do it this way because you would get natural log of e, which is 1, and that would cancel out, so it's kind of a shortcut to do it the way that I taught in the other video to know the formula for the natural log of base e, but this is how you do it when you have a different base. So I like to memorize everything in words because that's how I think. So what we're doing is everything stays the same, then multiply or times the natural log of whatever the base was, and then times the derivative of the power. You say this 2 or 3 times and you have it memorized. So let's just look at 2 real quick examples. We want to take the derivative of this. Notice I don't have e as a base, I have a number as a base, and then I have a variable in my power. Now this power is a very simple power of just x. There's not more going on. So let's look at this one first. We get the derivative of y is dy dx, and we're going to keep everything the same, 5 to the power of x. Then we're going to multiply by the natural log of whatever the base is, which in this case is 5. And then we're going to multiply again by the derivative of the power. Now in this case, when I take the derivative of x, I just get 1, and 1 times all of this is just all of this, so I don't have to rewrite it. So for this one, I would write 5 to the power of x times the natural log of 5. And there's not really a pretty way to write that, so I do like to keep the dot there. Okay? All right, let's look at this example. We want to take the derivative. Now, again, we're going to start with everything staying the same, just like we do when we have an exponential with a base of e. So everything stays the same, but this time we're going to multiply by the natural log of the base, which in this case is 6. And then we're going to multiply by the derivative of the power. And since this derivative is going to have more than just one term, I need to put it in parentheses. So when I take the derivative of this exponent here, I'm going to get 6x minus 2. And that's my derivative, guys. There's not really a pretty way to write this. You can change the order if you want to, put this in the front, put this behind it. It doesn't really matter. So for this, it's pretty ugly and I'm just going to leave it like that. But that's all there is to taking the derivative. If you need to go back and review the video on taking derivatives with base e, you can. And you could actually try this formula out and you would get the exact same answer, even though we kind of use a shortcut and we don't put this part when we're taking derivatives with base e. Okay? All right, see you in the next video.